Alright guys, let's talk about how to trade gaps. Now, why am I teaching you guys how to trade gaps? Now, this is one of the most asked about or searched topic in the Forex space currently. Why? Because every single week when the market opens on Sunday, go and look at your favorite pairs like US oil, gold, USD JPY, GBP USD, Euro USD. They always open with what? Gap. Now, what is an example of a gap? This is a gap. This is a gap. This is a gap. This is another gap. Now, whenever you open your chart, you will find multiple gaps every single places. But some people know how to trade gaps, while some people are still thinking on how to trade gaps. Now, in this video, if you watch this video till the end, you would have mastered how to trade gap, why a gap was formed, how to differentiate that gap, and how to make money trading the gap. Now, come with me. Now, number one, what is gap? Now, gaps can be seen as inefficiency or can be seen as a space or a decision that prompted the market to go 2 steps above or 2 steps below. Now, take for example, let's say you are buying gold, okay, and today is Friday. Remember, you're buying gold, today is Friday, then the market closes. Now, after the market closes, why were you buying gold? You were buying gold probably because everybody is running to buy gold, USA and Iran have settled, so on and so forth, so nobody is looking forward to oil again. So you still believe gold will continue to buy until it gets to this resistance level, right? Then all of a sudden, on Saturday night or Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning, you find out that USA and Iran have resumed bombing themselves. What do you think will happen to gold? A huge dump will open below here. Do you understand? It will fall back to the support zone. Now, once the market opens on Sunday, remember you were already buying gold from here, and gold was already here when the market closed on Friday. Now, when the market opened on Sunday, gold will open here. Can you see that a huge gap has been created? Now, what was the reason for that gap? Because USA and Iran resumed attacking themselves. Now, you need to understand that when USA and Iran are going back and forth with each other, a lot of investors are buying oil. Why are they buying oil? Because oil is situated in the Middle East. 20% of the global oil supply comes out from that region. So why are you buying gold when oil scarcity could happen? That's why all of them are selling gold to buy oil. Do you understand? So after you see a situation like this, what would you do? Whenever you see a gap on the chart, please don't be in a rush to buy the market to go fill that gap. Understand why that gap was formed. Why would the gap be filled? These are the 2 things you want to find out. Number one, why the gap was formed and when the gap will be filled. When and why. Those are the 2 things you need to pay attention to every Sunday when you see a gap. Now, let's say as gold opened here, then that Sunday, all of a sudden we find out that Iran and USA still bombed themselves. On Monday, still bombed themselves. What will happen to this pair? To just continue selling. But if this gap opened, right? If the market opened with this gap, and all of a sudden we find out that USA and Iran are having a negotiation that Sunday, then on Monday they are meeting for a meeting, what will happen? Gold will fill in the gap, will fill the gap above immediately. Always remember, why was this gap formed and when will this gap be filled? That is what you are focused on. Don't just see gap and you're running to buy to the gap or you're running to sell to the gap. Always be smart, because some gap can form and it will not be filled until something major happens. Now let's go to the chart. Let me give you guys some example. Now look at this US oil chart. Okay, let's start from here, which is on Friday. Look at this US oil charts. Right? You can see it here. Here is what? Here is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay? The market closed, then opened with a huge gap. Then what happened? Continued soaring to the upside. Now, all this was around April the whole Israel versus Iran, the war was still heating up, USA coming in. That was why oil was pushing aggressively to the upside, right? Then all of a sudden, oil picked a price. Then we started finding out that they were having negotiation, doing meetings, so on and so forth. Oil crashed back down. What happened again? It created what? It created another gap here. Now, after creating this gap, the market continued buying and buying and buying. Okay? Then the market got to this zone here. Now, what is this Friday? You can see this is Friday, right? Now, on this Friday, the only reason that would make you continue holding yourself is if the negotiation between USA and Iran is still ongoing, which is what happened. The negotiation was still ongoing. Now, what happened? Oil opened with a gap here and continued dumping. Only for us to find out last week and this week that what? That USA and Iran are saying it will take extra 60 days, it will take extra 10 days. They are taking their time, they are not in a rush to sign the deal, this, so on and so forth. And what happened? Oil started recovering back. Why was oil recovering? To go fill this gap. Why? Because the purpose that this gap was formed was due to the fact that the deal was to be signed as fast as possible. Now the deal is taking time. The market has gone back to fill the gap. Now what is going on? World Cup is coming. USA is planning to cease fire. US and Iran are no longer talking to attack themselves. Iran has actually even brought out a news now saying they are willing to send some of their uranium to where? To Pakistan, or they are willing to come to a conclusion to cool down everything. We've not heard them coming out how they normally come out before to bash US, then US will bash them back, so on and so forth. And what happened again? Gold resumed. US oil resumed dumping to the downside. Now, if you want to learn fundamental analysis, either physically or online, or you want to learn from Tony Sniper Academy, visit tonysniperacademy.com. You will see information there on when our next class will be. If you stay in Abuja, you can attend because we have classes every single month. You'll see information there when the next online class will be. Every first-hand information you need, find it on Tony Sniper Academy. Our WhatsApp number, our call number is there. You will no longer be scammed. No more you join the wrong Telegram, you join the fake WhatsApp, this, that. Tony Sniper Academy website is there for you. Now, what will happen moving forward? Where is this sell coming? If a news comes out today and say US and Iran have signed the deal, the first place that will be filled is this minute gap that was created here. Do you understand? It's a minute gap that was created here. Then, where is the next gap that is coming to be filled? Here. Do you understand? It will drop down to cover this gap completely. Because this was the major gap that everybody was thinking they would sign deal, then they said the deal have collapsed and the market started pumping aggressively. Do you understand? So always remember, trading gaps are easy if you know why it was formed and when it will be filled. But when you trade it just technically, sometimes it is hard because you can actually say, okay, you want to sell it back here because there's a demand zone here. But even if we have demand zone here, remember, when it comes to pairs like US oil, these are pairs that are mostly traded by what? By institutions. So they don't just buy and sell because the market is in a support or resistance. They buy and sell due to reasons. So please always remember that. And I will continue to guide you guys, continue to give you guys insight, and continue to ensure you make money from the market. Now let's look at gold. Now if you look at gold, gold is currently dumping aggressively. I didn't trade NFP with my team because I was shooting a video for Tony Sniper Academy. But next week, definitely, we'll make so much money from the market. Now, gold is dumping aggressively. Why is gold dumping aggressively? Gold is dumping aggressively currently. Why? Because the NFP data came out for the US dollar. And what was the NFP data? 172K. Now, a lot of you are wondering, why did the NFP data spike up like this? Look at what is currently going on. The World Cup is coming. And as the World Cup is coming, businesses, small business, big business, apartments, real estate, they are exploding. Why? Visitors are coming into the country. The demand for dollar is increasing. More business opportunities are opening up. You can just go now and start printing shirts, get 5 people to start working for you to sell them to different countries, and you will make money. And that way you've also employed people. So that is why the job data is spiking aggressively, and it will continue to spike until after the World Cup. Do you understand? So these are informations that you will get firsthand, either from my Telegram channel, or you go to the website. If you want to join my Telegram channel, you can join from the website, my YouTube, my TikTok, my WhatsApp. Any information you're looking for, you get it from the Tony Sniper Academy website. Stay blessed. Peace.